A local distillery is celebrating the launch of its newest whiskey after quickly selling out of every last bottle. Okanagan Spirit's Bourbon-Style whiskey was more than 5 years in the making, but it only took 5 days to sell out. Kimberly Davidson has more.
I'm a whiskey geek.
Joe Lashinsky is up from Arizona visiting family in Kelowna.
It's very smooth.
He says when he's in town, he always drops by Okanagan Spirits.
I visit a lot of distilleries and I know my bourbons.
And this year, he was excited to try out the new Bourbon-Style whiskey, BRBN. And he likes it.
I'm not surprised because I've had their Lairds of Fintry, their original single malt, and that was probably one of the best whiskeys I've ever had, so I'm not surprised that this is a good, smooth bourbon.
This is the first batch of BRBN, and it's proven very popular. It took just 5 days for the local distillery to sell it of all 500 bottles.
When we launched it, we had to shut down the online sales portion because it basically crashed our site.
BRBN is unique. Dyke says it is the first locally distilled bourbon-style whiskey to be produced in Western Canada. After some trial and error, the corn was successfully grown in the Coldstream Valley, and it was milled, fermented, and distilled on site at both Okanagan Spirits distilleries in Vernon and Kelowna. The company had anticipated a good release.
We knew, and because of the hype of bourbon's the sexy whiskey on the market now, and so we knew people were going to want it.
Even though the bottles are sold out, people can still give BRBN a try at select restaurants in the Okanagan and the Lower Mainland.
Being a barbecue house, bourbon is a great, it's a great match for the food that we serve, and it's a fun passion too.
Memphis Blues in Kelowna boasts the largest bourbon selection in Canada, and that collection now includes the locally produced BRBN.
We're super excited about it, and we're glad that we managed to get a few bottles before it's sold out.
So if you want a bottle of your own, you will have to wait. The next release of this homegrown whiskey won't come out until 2017. Kimberly Davidson, Global News, Kelowna.